The LEGO Creator 3-in-1 Medieval Horse Knight Castle divided many LEGO Castle fans, with all three build options feeling flimsy and not correctly proportioned. But what if I told you that there's a fourth build hidden inside these bricks that puts the originals to shame? And welcome back to MJ Brick Animation Studio. Today, we're heading back to the kingdom to look at this Medieval Outpost MOC I found on Rebrickable. It only uses pieces from set 31168, and I'm hoping that the results are something far more substantial and impressive looking. Since this MOC is a premium build, I've purchased the instructions from the Ghost build for €5 to see if this sturdier, more cinematic design is the upgrade the critics of the Horse Knight Castle have been longing for. Or if we're better off sticking to LEGO's official set instructions. So, let's build it and take a closer look. The quality of the instructions that the Ghost build has created was very impressive, managing to utilize 1,100 pieces in total. This leaves roughly 250 pieces left over, including slopes, tiles, and archways, more than enough to make your own modifications to the set. As this outpost is made up from two tower structures, connected by a central arch and covered walkway, each tower has its own base, which makes excellent use of some of the set's larger plate pieces. The left tower's base has a sandy yellow and light tan look at the front, suggesting that this outpost is close to a shoreline. Whilst round the back, we get a combination of green tiles to represent grass, and dark grey plates and tiles, which form the stonework leading to the main doorway. Inside the doorway, access is quite limited. However, there is a cauldron and a set of narrow wooden steps which lead up to a stone ledge for archers to shoot arrows through the arrow slit window. The room is lit by candle, where a blue and white Horse Knight coat of arms is proudly displayed, along with a brick-built axe ready for hand-to-hand combat. Over to the right tower, the base is a mixture of sand, yellow, orange, and brown pieces and tiles which wrap underneath the archway. Whilst the outside edge of the tower is surrounded by water, suggesting that this outpost was built by the edge of a lake or even the ocean. To the rear of this tower, we have a small market stall, where the blacksmith is trying his luck at selling meat, fruit, and other essential provisions for any night, including a barrel of ale. The blacksmith is sheltered from the sun by a wonderfully detailed wooden window with a blue and white canopy. Whilst there isn't a doorway to access this tower from the ground level, there is a flight of stone steps leading to another archer platform, with arrow-slit windows to the north and the west of the outpost, defense against an enemy advance by land or by water. Once inside, this room is similarly lit by candle, with another Horse Knight coat of arms, and a weapons rack, which holds a sword and a mace. This set is cleverly built as a modular design, allowing each tower to be easily broken down into sections, giving better access into the ground floor segments of each tower. There are some really smart design choices that went into this modular design, where the top parts of each arrow slit window overlap the removable tower section above. This not only helps to conceal the fact that these are removable modules, they also conveniently help to guide the top tower section back into place. On both sides of the tower, the upper floor rooms directly lead out to the central walkway by a set of 3 wooden steps. This looks very authentic and really well thought out. The upper room in the outpost's left-hand tower is the armoury, where the king keeps his weapons, armour, and treasure chest. Whilst a little cramped, the detail within the armoury is superb. I particularly liked the decorated shield stand underneath the window, as well as an innovative way of holding the king's great sword. Above the armoury is a removable turret with battlements, complete with flame torches and a blue flag. The turret makes great use of the available bricks, adding brown rounded pieces for additional texture to contrast against all of the grey pieces. The use of different grey sloped pieces works really well, providing tiered battlements and protection from any knight standing watch. The central walkway is where we find the king and queen looking out from above the stone archway. The roof is removable to allow easier access to place minifigures on the walkway, and the clever use of bricks underneath the roof structure holds everything nicely in place. The designer really made great use of the available bricks for the roof, giving it a feel of straw and thatch being tucked behind wooden beams. Across the walkway and into the right-hand tower, we have an entrance into the bedroom. Inside there is a seat next to a writing table, whilst on the opposite side of the bedroom there's a table for the Queen's prized jewels. I guess the king must be in the doghouse, however, as there's only a single bed, and I highly doubt that the Queen is going to share this cozy room with anybody. Better luck next time, Ting. As we move further up the tower, we can see that this right-hand tower is taller, with a steepled roof and a third-floor room. Whilst there isn't any side opening on the top-floor room, once I remove the steeple roof module, we can see that this is the King's library, where he spends his evenings, sat upon his throne, reading books by candlelight. I've removed some of the bricks from the side wall to get a clearer look inside the library, which, whilst really cramped, gives the king everything he needs to sip on a fine vintage of wine and read about the history of his ancestors. I'm personally not a huge fan of how the front window was built for this library module, giving this upper tower room more of a prison feeling. However, I do fully appreciate that there weren't any more window pieces left from the 3/116/8 set, other than the curved window that jutted out in an ugly way in the original set. Finally, the steeple roof looks great and makes great use of the dark blue slope pieces, completed with a flagpole at the top of the spire. Overall, this Medieval Outpost build looks incredible, and I'll definitely be displaying this mock build instead of any of LEGO's official 3 builds. From the front, I love how consistently the Horse Knight's livery of blue and white are used, with the centrally mounted Horse Knight shield proudly showing who's in charge of this outpost. This consistency of blue and white throughout is much better than LEGO's original set design. The play possibilities of this set are endless, with the market stall encouraging the imagination to create tales of sailors raiding the coastline or trading for supplies. This set also offers loads of different places to position the minifigures, which, if I'm honest, I think most people only bought this 3/116/8 set for the minifigures, which all look fantastic. As my first time using Rebrickable, I was really impressed with the quality and ease of the set instructions, and I would happily give this MOC a perfect 5 out of 5. I hope you found this review useful, and I'd like to give special credit to the Ghost Build who took the time to create this set and produce an amazing set of instructions. I've included a link to this set on the Rebrickable website in the video description, and would highly recommend you make the €5 purchase. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time, and thanks for watching.